Today I'm going to talk about how to deal with people who push your buttons. People who try to get underneath your skin in any and every way they can. What is the best way to respond to them? Don't hurt them back. Don't respond. Question: how to respond? Lack of response. Is it easy? No, not necessarily. It's not easy. Have you ever started a new diet? Was it easy? No, not necessarily, right? Have you ever started a new form of exercise in order to lose weight? Was it easy? Not necessarily. Have you ever started a new job? Was it easy in the beginning? Going from being unemployed to employed? Not necessarily, right? So it's not easy. But with time, you will see the fruits of your labor. You will see the benefits. I want to point out as well that the more you realize that the person you are dealing with, that person who tries to push your buttons, tries to hurt your feelings in any and every way they could, the more you realize that they are on their own journey and what they are trying to do to you has nothing to do with you, easier it will get. The more that person will hence realize that you cannot help them and only they can help themselves. This works on a deeper level as well, meaning that if you let them be on their own journey and you don't interfere, you don't intervene, even if they hurt you verbally on a very deep level, you will see that with time it will bother you less and less and less. Because it's about their journey, not yours. They're hurting you because they need to gain a certain means of manifestation in their own life. Let it be. Don't intervene. Don't interfere. But if you allow the result be anger, frustration, which boils up inside you, it will be felt through the universe, and it'll get back to that person, and it'll give them the drive to fight and engage with more fire. In other words, even if they don't know that you're angry, but you feel they're angry within you, it'll give them the drive to engage with more fire. Let it go and realize that you are not here to control the past pain and trauma a person went through in their childhood. The best way to silence an angry person who's trying to hurt you verbally is to ignore their outburst. Ignore it in its entirety. Allow their inner child wound to heal by seeing it as their childhood wound. Why would you add salt to a child who's suffering with a wound? This is a child in pain. The child grew up, but that doesn't mean that their wounds grew up or healed in any way. People hurt others because they were hurt as children, and it made them feel that they can't control their lives. And this is their only way to feel like they control it now. Or could just be that the person's having a bad day, and you are the first port of call. Your first port of call. In my lifetime, I failed to see these things in this way, and it really affected me in various different ways. But since May this year, I've been changing. I'm more patient with myself, and I'm changing. But at the same time, I'm fully aware that it will still take more time to see the benefits I hope to reap, the results I hope to manifest. Therefore, I would give you advice and say, don't allow your compass of what appears to be your failure of success right now to be a point of evaluation. It takes time, and it comes with ups and downs. No change happens without ups and downs, downs and ups. The key is patience and awareness. When I started my spiritual ascension journey, I was like a child in a candy store. Nonetheless, I saw quite a few exciting means of manifestations, which happened relatively quick. And this really excited me and made me thirsty for more. At times, I still saw some downs and ups. I'm referring to it as downs and ups, purposefully. Those downs and ups would cause me to become despondent at times. And I would even try to sometimes pretend that it wasn't causing me to become despondent. I'm on a spiritual journey. This is my spiritual ascension journey. Everything's going so well. Thing is, though, not everything always went so well. Do I regret the fact that I almost covered it over, pretending that it wasn't a problem at times? No, I don't regret it. Why? Because the fake it until you make it approach is extremely powerful. But to act it until you feel it is even more powerful. Be like an actor in a movie. It really works. Living life from a paradigm of living life as if it was a dream absolutely does help you ascend to a happier state. I do it all the time, especially when I'm feeling a little down. And it absolutely works. So don't fake it. Actually, act it, and you will ascend. Don't rely on others for validation, though. Why? Why can't I rely on others for validation? Because other people's validation cannot be authentic. Love yourself. Care for yourself. Believe in yourself. Think of yourself, and you will see the fruits that you hope to reap. Is this easy? Does this happen in one shot? Do you see some downs? Of course you do. Life is not about perfection. Life is not about seeing automatic benefits right away. No, that's not what life's about. Life's about seeing some ups and downs, trial and error. Even when you perfectly ascend, I was watching a spiritual teacher the other day who was perfectly ascended. And he spoke about how he dealt with disappointment, how he cried buckets thereafter. It was pretty powerful to watch and very, very important, because some people think that spiritual teachers go into an ascension journey and they become perfect human beings, like godly beings. That's not how it works. Perfection is a dream. It's nice, but it doesn't actually always happen. Life is about trial and error, ups and downs, downs and ups. It does sound fanciful when people say, I'm on a spiritual ascension journey. I've manifested everything because I got to the right frequency. Actually, that's just gonna hurt. It's just gonna bite you in your bottom. Sounds fanciful, but it's not possible. Today I'm going to talk about dealing with people who try to push your buttons and how you could actually deal with it by realizing as well that in order to move a car, that car needs gas, or as we call it here in England, petrol. In order to drive a car, you need to put petrol or gas into a car. You cannot drive a car without any gas. And when somebody tries to push your buttons, yes, I mentioned various different ways of dealing with it before, but this is another way to look at it. Another way to look at it is by looking at those people and realizing that they need gas, they need petrol to move their car along. They're using you by pushing your buttons and getting the reaction they hope to get in order to move their car along their journey. Don't be their victim. Let them find their victim somewhere else. Don't get involved. It's not your business. And you will see that they will not be using you as the petrol, as the gas for their car, or as the car to move forward. However you want to put that in a parable. However you want to do it, you got to realize that when people use you in order to empower themselves by disempowering you, you have a choice. You could either allow your buttons to be pushed, to respond, or refrain from responding and keep them starved of energy. Let them get it somewhere else. Poor victim somewhere else. I feel bad for that victim. Nonetheless, we don't have to take care of everybody's problems in this world. And that's something we realize as well in the spiritual journey. People came here for karmic rectification. People came here to rectify certain karmic problems. And it's not our business to take care of it. We've taken care of our karmic cycle. Let them take care of their problems elsewhere. Don't be their victim. Don't fall prey to their means, their cycle of getting over past trauma. You know, it's really, really interesting. I found that when I responded to people who try to push my buttons, I always felt worse afterwards. In other words, they always managed to get me again and again and again. It was like a cycle. But as soon as I let go, that cycle ended. And that person still tried. People still try. Because people don't give up. They know that it worked for them in the past. Why are they not going to try now, right? So whilst I let go, and I've hence watched them still trying to push my buttons, I got to finally realize that they're desperate. They're desperate. They're trying to push my buttons at every single place within me because they're desperate and they don't work in the past. And it's hopefully going to work again soon. It's like trying to start a car which is not working, right? If you try to start the engine, doesn't go. But you gotta get from A to B, right? So what do? You gotta get from A to B, doesn't budge. Call the mechanic, comes down to your house to fix it. He said, I'm really sorry, I can't fix it. The car doesn't fix. You try other avenues to try and fix it, and it still doesn't work. Eventually, you give up. That's exactly what the person who's trying to push your buttons feels and will feel like when they do it. Don't be their vehicle. Don't be their petrol or gas. Eventually, they will let you go. They will leave you alone, and eventually, in the middle of the journey, you will realize that this is their issue and has nothing to do with you. Is it going to come fast? No. Nothing good comes fast and easy. But in the middle of the road of the journey, whilst this is happening, you will start seeing what I'm saying. That this is not my issue. You'll start seeing what I am saying. This is not my issue. It's their issue. Let them try to fix the car. Let them try to get the car down the road again to give them a boost of disempowering me in order to feel empowered. Let them still try and do it. Eventually, they will let go. I'm so pleased that for the people who push my buttons in my life, I've already begun seeing them as being on their own journey of trying to disempower others in order to feel empowered. I've already reached that stage and I'm excited about it. Is it always going to remain at that stage of me realizing what's happening? No. Like I said, life has downs and ups. But I've already begun to see, and I'm excited about it, I've already begun to see that means of manifesting the fruits of my labor. I've already begun to see what happens when I don't respond even on an energetic level through the universe. That's my message today. If you enjoyed this video, press that exciting like button. Feel free to share this video with your friends, family, acquaintances, peers, and your neighbors. And why not feel free to share this video with your grandma or your uncle or your old friend who you haven't seen in years. It's a powerful video. It's a powerful message about ascension and about getting yourself off to a great life ahead. I love you so much, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Remember what I've told you in the past. If you're the 100 subscriber here, you will receive from me a free gift. And the shipping of that gift, it'll also be for free. I love you so much.